thought somebody picked my nose. Yikes. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Futures looking pretty good on the after hours. We'll cover a few things though. Oh, nope, didn't mean that. This is a cool website though. This is a cool website. Namaste. Give me a few. I'm trying to look. I haven't seen the AMC short interest yet. I have not seen it. It's not updated there. Yeah, it should be here. It's not here. If anyone has a link to it, that'd be cool. If you can send me on Discord or here, I don't know how you want to do it. What's going on, guys? I'm gonna go over AMC. I'm looking for the short interest. I have not found it yet, so that it's worth noting. But like, we could look at the short ratio. Like some people were saying I'm lying, and this is being updated continuously. This was 25. So when I made the video, this was at 30%. Then it was 25%. Now it's 22%. So everyone's saying that the AMC is being manipulated and that I posted the wrong information. Yes, I did post the wrong information, but if you think the right information is more bullish, no, it's actually worse. So the short volume is decreasing as they keep updating it. Just so you guys know, it's terrible. The man, the myth, the legend. Cheers. What's up with load? I don't know what that is. That code for something? But one thing to notice is futures are bullish. And the reason they're bullish is because short interest decreased on the market by around like 6% total. It was like 5.6, I think. So rounding up, we'll say that it was that high. But that's pretty good for stocks. You know, I am playing some DraftKings puts, so that could come to bite me in the butt later, but we'll see. We shall see. Oh, is this it? Wait. I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. Oh, they have a short squeeze ranking. This doesn't seem like a reliable website. Oh my god, here we go. This is interesting. I don't really know how to read and trust this. I don't like this website. HighShortInterest.com has not updated it yet, or at least like 40 minutes ago. Yeah, I didn't update it. So this is still the same. It's been 78.97. So this is interesting though. But I mean, I can do the math really quick. The short interest per share. I mean, that's terrible. I can do doing that, but that's the short volume ratio. That's not the short. I don't know why they're putting the short interest share short. It's kind of misleading. So we'll probably have to wait, but like looking at GameStop and AMC, they both look terrible, like awful. Let's look if GameStop's changed. And this is all free, by the way, guys, if you want to like look for it yourself. I think I'm just, yeah. So GameStop went up a little bit. It was 25% earlier, went up to 26%. So that's worth noting. So all this should be in the video. Some of these numbers are just periodically getting updated, so that's worth noting. And on AMC side, AMC is getting less and less the short volume ratio, so that's worth noting. Mark Watch was AMC at 66. Cali Burnleaf, please link that. I would love to see that link. If you can post it in this chat, I would copy and paste it if I can, because we just looked at I mean, I think y'all just saw me look at market beat, right? Yeah. Market watch. I'm on market beat. Where is it at? I do want to go over some sundial. I made a video on it obviously today. But I would like to cover a little bit of that. It's doing really good. AMC. Oh, here we go. Percent of float short interest. Okay, so so this is the percent of short floated. That's not the short interest. Don't believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's not. So as we click on here and go down to short interest 37 point. Because that's the same number we're getting from here, I believe. This was closer to 30 mil earlier. That's weird. I don't like that. All right, what do you guys? So we'll look at charts here in a sec. I'll look at charts. Let me read some. I don't think you're lying, bro. I just think AMC is in a horrible position. Getting Liddy tonight. Is he really quiet or is it? Oh yeah, sorry. My mic was moved way over there for when I record videos. Is that better? This should sound way better. %38 reporting on FINRA. So, a few things we should talk about though, like I could be pretty loud now. I try not to be too loud. So a few things we can look at though. Some of this information could be manipulated, stuff like that. I've already mentioned that, but does it matter? Let's say in the short term for the next week, 2 weeks, does it matter if it's manipulated? I don't think it does. So why do I think it doesn't matter? Because just how Robinhood and the brokers were manipulated, what happened to the stocks? They dumped. So I'm just saying, so it kind of, even if they're manipulated, it still is going to push us to the downside. So I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not, you know what I mean? It's clearly wrong. You know my stance on that. But yes, that's my opinion. This has to be the wrong site. Is this the right site? No. Tyler, did you check out VFF yet? I'll look. AMC is not updated for, yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. I don't want to waste time on this stuff. Okay, cool. If someone has it, just post a link. That'd be awesome. Ben Emmons. Who are you in the Discord? I wish you guys had like the names in the Discords. I know. And I'm not ignoring anyone's questions if I don't see them. I'm just like trying to it's a lot of stuff now. Tyler, did you check out VFF? I'll check out VFF in a sec. Jeremy from Financial Education just posted a video on AMC. Do you think that could push the stock? I do not. I don't think so. That guy's a total scam artist, by the way. And you won't hear me say people are scam artists, but dude, that guy's a scam artist. That guy's a crook. Like, total BS. You'll think I clickbait? Come on. That guy's wild. So let's look at the chart really quick. So if you're trading options going into tomorrow, it's going to be a great day. To be honest, we're going to see a massive run up. High possibility Bitcoin breaks out of this. Honestly, I think Bitcoin is a buy tonight. Crazy projection. I think it's a buy tonight. High possibility this comes up and tests 50K by the weekend. I've been saying this, but it's probably going to happen. I said this honestly since we had this initial breakup from Tesla. So yeah, people in the Discord probably heard that. Also, before I get into the content, I do appreciate it. We have 163 people in the channel right now. If you hit that like button, it helps so much. I do appreciate it. I'm trying to go live at least 2 times a day. When I have my son, I'll probably have to only go live once just because he dominates my work schedule. So, and I do this full time. So if you want to sub, I'm posting videos every single day. So yeah, the Nasdaq looks so bullish going into tomorrow. What are we looking at? AMC. I'll go over some stocks here in a little bit, but I'm going to keep coming back to AMC because I know that's what most people are here for, you know? So we're going to keep coming back. I want to pull this up, Yahoo Finance. AMC's up a little bit on the after. I think this is just hype. I honestly do. I don't see a reason for AMC to go up right now, just my opinion. But do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Let's look at AMC. Okay. So what are we looking at? So I mentioned in that video as well. So if you watch my daily update videos, I'm going to give you basically the really quick TA in each of the videos. And I try to keep them like 8 minutes, like tops, like 8 to 9 minutes. Like sometimes my videos go over a little bit if I drag them on. But we're getting a little bit of a bottom. It doesn't look that bad. But I mean, we're following the same trend. We saw the same move here, similar move there, and an exasperated move here. But overall, I mean, it's looking. It looks like it can make a push up, but I don't like it. You know what I mean? There's the volume. Like another thing we can look at is the volume here. This is one of the really easy ways for you guys to check out the volume. Just go to historical data for the day, at the day's end. I mean, you can just see every day it's slowly just trickling down. We looked at it yesterday. It was at 128. This morning we looked and it was about at 30. So it doesn't look great. It doesn't look good. I don't love it. One sec, guys. Okay, but like I was saying, one thing that does look positive, if I had to say anything here looked somewhat positive at all, it would be this level right here that we're getting some breakout on this. One sec, guys. I'm getting a call. Let me just mute my mic for a sec. I'm right here. Literally, I'm not going nowhere. All right, guys. Sorry. So yeah, looking at AMC, the only positive potentially looking here is the fact that we're getting a break here, but it doesn't look good. So as we point out, I kind of want to start doing this on my iPad just because it's so much easier to do TA on an iPad, especially drawing. But as we're looking here, potential to trickle up, test this and just get dumped back down. The OBV it doesn't look positive. Honestly, it doesn't look good. I'm trying to find a positive for you guys. I'm never going to flip my bias based on anything. That's not the type of person that I am. Not even a trader. It's just not the type of person. I'm not going to flip my bias to get follows or subscriptions or anything like that. But it just doesn't look good. And typically this would look semi-bullish. The fact that we're trending sideways, holding above the VWAP a little bit right there. But it looks terrible again. We're slowly pushing down from each of the daily opens. We haven't actually broken back above a daily open since... where's that at? And 1, 2, 3. We broke above this one and came crashing down. 4. We closed above this one. So 5. The fifth day ago is when we closed above a daily open. But overall, it looks. I can't find a positive here, to be honest. Maybe that we're moving sideways, consolidating, but the plan here. And this is what I'm doing with the stock because I think long term there's a play here for sure. I think AMC is going to get brutally killed, and I think there's going to be a huge buying opportunity on the stock. Same with potentially Gamestop. Gamestop I don't think is an acquisition play though. I think they are genuinely going to try to restructure the company, similar to kind of like a GameFly type company, but like selling their products. They would have to have a lot of promotions and a lot of partnerships, in my opinion, to really make a space in that. To make a dent in that space because it's so packed, and buying games just virtually is just easier. I think that part's way easier. But overall, AMC, the play in my opinion is coming down to like sub $4.50. That's high still, above $4.50. Getting underneath there, I would start just laddering my buys, just slowly but surely adding more and more and more and more here. I don't think we drop below $2. I guess it's a possibility. That's a low end targets on most of these analysts, and they're pretty bearish, like leaning strongly to that bearish side. So I would think 250 to like 450 is that genuine buy zone. So I would be holding that pretty strong once you get some entries there. But what you're doing there is you're playing the waiting and the long game from there, waiting for some talks of an acquisition, because honestly, if it gets an acquisition, the stock's going to absolutely soar. And I genuinely see the value of an acquisition play. You're going to hear me talk about this a lot. Even when the short squeeze talk is over, I'm periodically going to be making video updates on this because I'm so excited for the crash that's going to happen on here. I think it's really going to hurt. I think it's really going to get hit, coming down to low $2 eventually. And I think it's going to have a really big payoff day. I've genuinely 4 to 5x on the investment. I'm not going to use like these other like small cap stocks. It's really good to use these large caps, because if large caps move so massively when they get acquired, imagine what a low cap will do. You know what I mean? That's like, so when Sprint was acquired by T-Mobile, like we saw a massive pump obviously in the stock. And the one I keep using for everyone is Work. I don't know if you guys know what Slack is, but basically it's Discord for businesses. That's the best way to describe it. It's really cool. I think it's actually better than Discord, to be honest, but I know a lot of people don't like it, so that's why I don't run my stuff through through Slack. So that's worth mentioning. You just said everyone. For some reason, it said everyone got kicked out of my channel. That's weird. Kyle Pollard. This guy is going off of analyst price targets. No, I'm not. So you're not listening. So this is the problem with most people that come into a channel. They don't listen. So if this stock, the short squeeze is probably not going to happen. But if it does not happen, right, and we keep coming down, I'm saying that it's improbable that we go below these analyst targets, because they're more on the bearish side of things. So I recommend that you open your ears and you listen, because it's super frustrating when people like manipulate and twist words because you're not listening. And chances are you probably lost quite a bit of money on this stock. So I'm trying to give some people an outlook for the future. So when it ends up crashing, you don't just hopelessly sell your stocks. If you sit into it, honestly, I think there's a massive upside. So I recommend that you listen and don't just speak out your butt, because it makes you look like uneducated, to be honest. So, but if I'm wrong, again, I will admit that I'm wrong when you come in, but don't just say that crazy stuff. That's crazy. So, but yeah. And no, the short interest numbers aren't released. They're not released. And I'm not coming across conceited or anything like that. Some people like say I do. I'm in no way like that. So once you're in the Discord and you're talking to us, when I'm wrong, I 100% own up to it, and I recognize where I'm wrong, because ultimately I keep saying it, you save me money when I'm wrong. You know what I mean? When you come up to me, you tell me you're wrong, and you prove I'm wrong, I'm not going to be the person that holds my position. I'm going to, okay, they had a point. There's some downside here. So I'm not mad though. When I'm mad, you'll see me roast someone. So like I was saying, Work is a company that should have been doing very good during COVID. Most businesses that work from the internet perform very good, like CRM, CrowdStrike. I'm trying to think of other companies' business models. Zoom is a major player, right? I ended up deleting my old trading view, so I don't have the whole list. Cloudera, another one. All these, cloud-based companies. So like I said, it's basically Discord for businesses, but they weren't performing very well. As actually you can see from, overall June, I know COVID happened. So COVID happened back in March. We saw a massive spike in the company, and then the numbers started to come out for earnings, right? And it just wasn't performing for some reason. It just kept doing terrible and terrible and terrible. So once this time hit around right here, there was talks of an acquisition coming from CRM Salesforce. And once that happened, this is just from hype, this uptick here. And then this marker right here represents the day that it was announced that the acquisition was true. It skyrocketed all the way up to about $43, $44 flat. So we're seeing it move from about $25 all the way up to $44. So almost a double in evaluation, a little bit under like 95%, give or take. And this is on a large cap stock. I mean, you can go look at Work. The market cap on it is far larger than AMC pre short squeeze levels, right? So that's worth noting. I think something like AMC, which when it comes down to like the $2 to $3 range, if it does come down to that range, it's worth noting that it will pretty much be a penny stock at that point. So there's a major chance, if it's at that range and it gets announced from an acquisition, that we pump to like the $6 to $8 range again. So that's worth noting. But this is like really, really long term. Check AMC numbers. There is no short interest. I can't find the short interest. If you have the short interest, please send it to me. This shows update right here.
It's not a percentage though. It's just percent shorted, percent of float shorted. So I guess it could possibly be 66%, but I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's correct. So that's interesting. Possibly, it's true. But the thing worth noting is this right here. So in my video, I did post these numbers right here, and they are different. This number was updated today once, and then it was updated again twice. So the first number was actually 30%. So the short volume ratio just represents the total number of shares that are shorted, right? So it was higher, closer to 25, 26 mil. Then it keeps getting adjusted, right? So it was 25%, now it's 22%. So this very well could change by the morning. And then Gamestop actually went up a little bit. So that's worth noting as well, that, you know, that's a pretty massive. One sec, guys, someone's at my door. Let me mute my mic. All right, sorry. Okay. So let's see some questions. Look at your chat. It's on FINRA. No, it's not. I already looked on FINRA. You can send, if you think it's on FINRA, send me a link. I'm not gonna aimlessly look around for it anymore. I'm not gonna do it. Check out CRM, please. CRM's dumping because it acquired. When companies acquire, typically they drop in valuation because they're spending so much equity. Just so you know. Have fun missing out on money. AMT isn't dead. It's, I mean, honestly, like, this is another point that I want to make with the stock is, like, there's so many better plays right now. So, and another thing worth noting is that the short interest on the whole market dropped by almost 6% this month. So that's worth noting, and that's why futures are looking so bullish right now. Nasdaq up pretty nice. I got the Dow, another all-time high push right now. I mean, overall, all futures are ripping, so that's worth noting. Just take that into account. Go back to AMC. Can you talk a bit about Sundial? I'll look at Sundial. I'm not gonna look at all the other ones. MSFT color short position 30 is not the short interest. Is time a cup and handle? You better look it up. Search it. Yo, it's posted. FINRA Morningstar. If you want, I mean, you're arrogant as hell. It's posted. You can just post a link down below or tag me in on the Discord and I'll pull it up. But if you don't tag it to me, I'm not gonna aimlessly look. I'll look one more time. But you can send it to me if I don't find it. Is this it? I don't know. Site's whack. Yeah, just go ahead and send it. I'll just go ahead and send it to me on Discord and I'll open it up from there. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna waste the whole stream doing that. So many stocks got short squeezed. Look up the short interest. All right, Bobby. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mute Bobby. If you guys want, you can just send it to me on Discord. The link's down below. Just send it to me there. Alright, so Bobby won't be able to just be seen in the chat anymore. What happens if the hedge funds close their short position and at their low price with the stock short squeeze because of the bullseye? So if the company started covering and closing some of these short positions, yeah, the price would most likely start to go up. Yes, but I don't think so. What are your thoughts on corn stock mining? We talked about again. So let's look really quick at Sundial. I've been really covering the stock for a while now. It looks really good on the after hours too. The Nasdaq's up. Chances this thing start, yeah, it's running again. So with the index is doing well, I mentioned it in the video. As index keep doing well, especially the Nasdaq, it's probably going to keep going up. $2 push is definitely a possibility, and probably in the works going into tomorrow. if anyone talks about a short squeeze, this is the one that people should have been talking about, because it's the only legitimate short squeeze that has a fundamental viewpoint behind it. So a few things we want to look at. So this right here basically represents the most important thing about the stock. Basically, if you don't know, long story short, Sundial needs to hold above this range right here, the $1 price target, for 10 days straight to remain on the Nasdaq by June 1st. So they've kind of been hitting this inflection point a few times, and then they get rejected every time. This has kind of been the only time that they've maintained a sideways basis for like longer than 3 days. So as we saw from the original short squeeze price, right, whenever the short squeeze hype was going crazy, we pumped all the way up to about $1.34, dumped all the way back down, and then started going back up. Now, if you look at all the stocks that were short squeeze, Sundial is the only one to fully maintain a move back up to those levels, and now it's actually moving higher. So when I was making these videos, that's why I was so bullish on Sundial, that it's the only stock that really recovered all the way back and kept going sideways. That's absolutely insane. And then if you look at like the OBV, it was extremely pinched going into yesterday. I made this live video, I believe it was yesterday, yeah. So that's worth noting as well. Yesterday morning I went over this, that we were pinching so hard, we were going sideways. That was crazy with the OBV like that. And then we saw a breakout obviously go there. So once we started breaking out at this level, it was kind of just all uphill from that range. And the volume is kicking in. And I think a lot of people were just so short because, and I was one of the bears for a while. Like when we were like at 60 cents, I mean, I made money with puts on this. I shorted it from 70 cents all the way down to like 50 cents, give or take. So, I mean, I was one of the bears there. And then once we bounced off of that monthly level, I just stopped touching it because I never play a bounce. I never try to short or long a position past the monthly open. It's just, it can get very risky. And typically we bounce at those levels. That's just how the market moves from what I've seen and how I trade. So once we got back above this $1 range, I was like, man, we really need to start looking at this if it starts to hold. And when we originally got that short squeeze, I was like, oh, it's okay. Stock still sucks. I wouldn't touch it, right? And then once we started moving, I was like, man, what's going on? So AMC, at this point, AMC and stuff was dumping, right? Gamestop, they were all trending down. Sundial, like even with the restrictions on the stock, was still going up. It was still doing well. It was still maintaining a sideways movement. And then once it reopened right here, it went up again, which was crazy. Maintained the view up, and then got below the daily, got below that $1 range, and quickly got bought back up. I was like, man, what is going on? And then the past like 5 days, we just trended sideways. And this was like, from this movement yesterday, I was like, there's no way we get a push down. Like the bulls are really holding this position really high. And so as we were holding, make sure my mic wasn't muted. But making, as we got like right here, I was like, man, this is crazy. I didn't think we could get a push up this quick. I thought it would take maybe until Monday for like, because I think once Monday hits and we have 10 days straight over $1, I think this stock has potential to like blast off. Shorts will be killed. Any shorts on this position, they might have closed. They might have already covered. They might have already started covering. That's why it's moving up. I don't know. But like looking at this, like those 10 days are so key for this stock for the next year. So like that's what I'm saying in my videos is if we can hold this $1 range till Monday, there's potential by the end of the year this stock is like a $3 to $4 stock, to be honest. Like, because we're about to hit $2. Like, we're already moving. Like, you're seeing the Nasdaq fly. And I don't think we're queued for a recession yet. I really don't think so. I'm expecting a market pullback overall. I mean, that's why I have Uvxy calls. But looking at the Nasdaq right now, I mean, look at this. This is absolutely insane. The fact that the short interest across the board, not just for AMC, I'm talking about on the Nasdaq. You can look at those numbers right now. You can Google the actual whole Nasdaq short squeeze list, but it literally decreased by 6%, almost around the like 5.6% across the board. So you can look at the whole list. Anything on the Nasdaq is really easy to look at. You can literally look at the whole glossary. These are the most viewed ones, but it's not going to be listed here because it's on the New York Stock Exchange. So you can literally look at any stock that's on the Nasdaq. So that's worth noting if you want to, but there's no need for us to do that right now. I assume high short interest will be updated tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, like that's worth looking at. But let's keep looking. You want to look at GameStop or no? What do you want to look at? Like if the solid state batteries, wheat stocks will move tomorrow. What are your thoughts on corn stock mine? I don't know, corn stock mine doing great. Tyler, ignore the ignorant comments. I don't trust FINRA at all. For AMC, it was 60% when it got changed to 30%, cut in half all of a sudden. Tilray, ATB, Sundial. I'm not really going to chart those pot stocks, to be honest. They're just kind of a waste of time right now. Me, the guy who sold at 120. So you don't trade based off of a balance unless it gets above the monthly open. No, that's not what I said. So I trade bounces a lot, but I wasn't super confident. So I wasn't bullish on. It's hard to explain. So let me look at Sundial really quick. I'll just give you an example of what I meant by that. That was a good question, asking how I trade, and I don't mind telling people how I trade because like I don't think it's gonna like make you me or anything, but a lot of emotions and stuff that come with it. So I was really bearish on. I was very convicted that the stock was gonna go down on Sundial, right? I thought it was valueless. I shouldn't like it, right? So it started to go down, right? It started trickling down, but I wasn't bearish past the point of this support because like you don't break through the support typically on the first try. Like we can look. Man, I'm like so popular now. This is crazy. One sec, let me answer this real quick. All right, sorry. One sec. But yeah, so like, I just never typically I don't bet against these resistances, so that's just worth mentioning. If anything, you would long that resistance. I just never do it. It was improbable. Let's look at. We can go to Gamestop really quick. Gamestop's pretty rough too. On the after hours, I think Gamestop looks worse than AMC, to be honest. It definitely has a lot less volume. I know some people in the group put puts on GameStop, which is mad or crazy, but full sin. Nice one with the heads up on Sundial, J&J, one-shot vaccine, hopefully. Johnson & Johnson actually came out today and said possibly on CNBC, I don't know how true it is, that you'd have to get a annual vaccine shot. I don't know how true that is. Like, it was on CNBC, that you can look it up. So that's pretty wild. But yeah, GameStop does not look good. This one's really looks like it's gonna come down, probably come down to like 35, 37 range, maybe lower. I don't know. This is rough, but definitely has room to keep coming down. Doesn't look great. The $42 range will be a good little support, 42 like 42.8, but past that is a high possibility we continue down. It doesn't look good. Look at if you guys want a free trade, what I'm looking at right now, even though the market's bullish, like I still feel very convicted that these stocks are very overvalued, trading way too high. DraftKings, Pin Gambling, it's another one, Pin right here, and then Fubo. Fubo's one I already traded though. I'm already out of it. So we shorted at this level here at this 47 like 50 range, and we got out right here at 44 flat, 44.5, 44.7 range. That's where we got out. But overall, Fubo's looking pretty bearish too. But I think stuff going on, like the short interest across the board is reducing because I think the market makers know that people are looking for these high short interest stocks. So it's like worth noting, you know. So I would just be careful there. There's like a high possibility that some of these don't go down, and the market's like so crazy. Like I was saying, like the indexes look so strong. But overall, stocks I really like right now: DraftKings short, Pin short, and then Fubo short. They all look pretty good. If Fubo makes a push back up to like 49.50, I'll probably re-grab shorts. I don't like it at all. RSI, what is RSI? Are you talking about the indicator? Or? I don't know. Really, it's sports gambling that I don't like. I think like gambling companies are fine, but like sports gambling, I think it's gonna hurt. It's like a rough time in the year for the gambling. I think it's like one of the lowest times of the year for their income. So it's worth noting. Let's look at any stocks. I'll look at some. I'll take some trades if you want me to look at them. CCIV. I'll look at TCIV. This is a link for FINRA. I didn't get any link. Is it too late to buy into Sundial? Yeah, it's too late. TRXC. What did you want to look at? CCIV. I made a video on it already. I actually thought CCIV looked pretty good today. Yeah, it's already running up. So like once I got above the daily open and came back down a little bit, I wanted to buy around this level. But it's just so risky just because there's no like fundamentals around it. It's kind of just all hype and technicals. So I like to have a little bit of fundamentals, but there's literally none here. It looks they didn't like that good. IPOE, SoFi, love the company, love the CEO more. SoFi is gonna be a great company. Trending sideways down. I think there is some downside with it, but like if you're buying SoFi, you want to just hold it. Like it's one of those buy and holds. It's such a good company. How are you shorting? Thinkorswim doesn't let you short Fubo. Puts. Yeah, puts. Yep. GameStop updated to 78%. I don't see any of those numbers. Like, so y'all can send them to me on Discord. The Discord link should be down below. Just send me them here. So the real sneaky. Apparently all the short data is like bonkers right now, going crazy. So hopefully in the morning we'll have a clear answer. I'll be live again 8:30. So if you guys want to tune into that, for the live trading and stuff like that. GNOG looks pretty good. It's crazy. It's like GNOG had a good solid balance on the day. I wanted to buy down here, but I was just betting against gambling companies. But GNOG is not sports betting. That's the thing. They're not sports betting. So that's why they're probably going on. Tyler, you still staying away from Ethereum? Yeah, I am, but like it's doing really good. You know what I mean? It's doing really good. Like Bitcoin, Ethereum. Bitcoin probably going to 50K. Ethereum, I don't really have a price target for it. CCL rip a merger. Yeah, CCIV will dump probably down to like $12 if the merger doesn't go through. So even if like it comes out that like, you know, CCIV is emerging and like they dump like $5-7 instantly, I would still buy puts on them. Honestly, I would buy puts instantly. Can you take a look at time, please? What is time? TYME. I don't know what they are. It looks good. It looks good. It looks like it wants to break out. Look at the after hours on it. Oh, that's a good looking stock. Pushing up a little bit on the after hours. It's a penny stock, kind of sketchy, but I've heard of them before. Short term push to probably like 348 to like 355, 360. Looks pretty good. What do you think GSAT is going to turn up to? Unwanted here. Da, 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 da. Who's Leo? What is Leo saying? Where's Leo? Sounds like he's being negative. I mean, I don't really care if people are negative. You can be whatever. Cardano. I'm not trading ADA. I know what all those penny stocks, or not penny stocks, little cryptos, altcoins are. Have you looked at Genius? Yeah, I've looked at it a little bit. Genius doesn't look bad. Making a run up. It's a really big hype. It's a hype one for sure. 100% a hype brand. So be careful there. Yeah, it's risky. One sec, guys. One sec. The food is here. The food is here, people. Okay, so, oh man, that sucks. I got food right now. Are you personally invested in TCIV or are you just watching it? I'm just watching it. I'm not betting on it right now. The $27 was a good trade though. I played a little bit of it, but it was really risky. I didn't even call it for the group. It was because I don't like the fundamentals behind it. I think it's so risky. At any time it could dump with the wrong thing being talked about. If you had one stock to cop when the market opens, what would you get? I'm not buying anything right now. Honestly, I'm not. I don't love the way the markets are moving right now. I'm watching I think DraftKings is so overpriced right now, so I might look to add more or change my expiration date on DraftKings. But I think I hate it right now. I think it's like I'm just looking at it. It's my favorite trade right now, actually. Puts on DraftKings. It is 38 high for AMC, 38%. If that is the true short interest, that's terrible. It's been cut in half. It's been cut in half. It dropped 40%, so that's terrible. When do you think NOK price will spike? So that's a good question. Looking at NOK, it's like the CEO, like someone was talking about, like it's like they don't want the price to move, which is something I mentioned. Like they don't want the price to be extremely volatile. They want the price to stay pretty stagnant around this $4 range. So I have some calls. I'll probably end up exiting those calls, taking that loss, and then just buying stock when it drops like $4 ish, give or take. I'd be fine if it took off and I lost money on it. I'd be fine, but I would like to make money on it. What's going on, YouTube fam? Pauline. I keep seeing it on Reddit that it's not the updates. 38 seems low. Yeah, I don't think it's updated. I keep saying that. The short volume ratio is updated, which just shows the total number of shorts, which that's updated. Kindle. It's time for AMC to rise. I hope so. Q Kodak Black. Hypothetically, what's your opinion on 78% interest on GME? Is that true? Is that at 78%? It's still pretty high. That's still not bad. But you can see how the market's reacting to that, right? We can already see it's going down. It had a little shot up to like $52 and dumped right back down sub 50. So the market doesn't really care about that. If you had to buy, what would you buy? Oh, there's nothing I'm buying right now. I don't like anything right now. What do you think about PayPal? The guy in the group, so there's two people that trade in our group. He traded a lot of PayPal this morning. He made pretty good money. PayPal is doing really good. I think it's trending off of Bitcoin, so high possibility to continue up. Hot stock right now. Lots of volume. Anyone in the chat have SNP thought I'm new and want to move away? So I don't know what SNP is, but it sounds like a hype stock, just saying. Palantir is a long-term position doing great things. If you follow Demo Day was a really cool day for it. And basically Demo Day has me excited because it shows that they're looking for new customers now. They're not just looking for these government contracts. So if you know who their main customers are, it's mainly governments, which is good because like they're slowly increasing every single deal they're doing. So that's really positive. But now they're looking for more retail or like commercial based products, but like that aren't governments. So I say retail, but it's commercial still, but just lower tier people that aren't the government. So yeah. I'm just telling you what I saw. Like I literally saw this like not even an hour ago. It had to be like 8:30, not even. I think so. Yeah, like around 8:30, 8:45 maybe. How long have I been live? I've been live for 40 minutes, maybe, so like 45 minutes. Right before I got on, this was 52, and then it dropped back down. So we'll see. Tilray's a wheat stock. Wheat has been killing it lately. I don't care about Tilray. Don't care about it at all. Just gonna look at a good company. This is the one we like, baby. This is the one. This is where I bought in. I actually circled it. I made a video on this. You can go check it out on the channel. High Tide. This is where I bought in, and this is where it's doing now. Been holding. Gonna keep holding. Virgin Galactic. Don't really care about it. I think there's better plays in space plays. Think this is a great space company. SRAC, CP. I don't think CPSH is a space. It is a space company. Yes, it is a space company. They're doing really good, but you can't buy options. The only thing I don't like is either buy stock. But there is a high possibility this thing pushes up to like 36 by the 18th. So honestly, I'm probably gonna recommend to the group. So if you guys want, you can buy it. I guess I don't know. Do whatever you want, but I'm probably going to recommend that me and my boys buy this one. I think stock value could easily increase to like $30 to $34, maybe even higher with the space landing that we have going on with the Mars stuff. High possibility. Oh, Tyler, could you look at DXC? Doing good. Big support coming up though. Big resistance, 26.9. Wouldn't touch it. Personally, I'm not touching that. Do whatever you want though. Saying online, you gotta do it. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Got any BNGO? I do not, but I liked BNGO, and I was gonna make a video, but I was personally gonna long at this range down here, but I don't like therapeutics. I've had really bad luck with therapeutics, but I think it's a good play. I think they're gonna do well in earnings. The consensus is that they're gonna beat, from what I said. Opinions on Tesla. Don't have an opinion on Tesla, but NIO, I just made a video a day ago. And then I traded it today with some call options, and we made pretty decent money on NIO. Yeah, NIO was a good play. We got out a little early, though. It's frustrating, but it's doing well. Just go watch the video. Am I an AMC? Nope, I am not. So I've been posting AMC updates for like the past 7-8 days now, probably 7 days, and I post where I would get in. If the market moved the way I want it to move, I would get in. But it's only been moving down, so I'm not getting in, right? So that's why. These kids are clowns, Gio. Someone just sent me the GME short interest. Okay, cool. Thank you. Whoever sent it to me on Discord, awesome. I had to pull the link up so no one else can. I don't want it to be like porn or something. Cool. So here we go. Finra, thank you for this information. You're awesome. Whoever did this. Where's it at? Let's read. Let's read. Volume. Look at that volume, man. That's so dead. Wow. It's crazy. That just shows there's no one in it. I don't see it. Where's it at? Maybe I'm missing it. Short interest 78% right there. There we are. That's still not, I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, like, honestly, that's not bad. Like, for the bulls, that's what I'm saying. So, like, we get a high short interest. I mean, we're at 121. We dropped, yeah, like 50%. I get it. That's huge. Like, we dropped a lot. Yeah, I get it. 100%. But I mean, like, this could be, that could be worse. You know what I mean? That could definitely be worse. I expect AMC to be bad. And I know people in here are going to say that this is wrong data. So, like, it's just like, there's no, it doesn't matter if it's wrong or like manipulated or whatever. It's what the market's going to see tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's the important thing. So I don't think that people are going to trade off of a different number. So just my opinion. And again, if you think people are going to trade on a different number, then you're hoping. And you don't want to hope. Hoping is bad. Very bad. That's interesting. That's interesting. Cool. Thank you for that, whoever sent that. Dude, you're still working? I work 24/7, baby. Grind. Here, I'll prove it. How many shares of Berkshire Hathaway do you own and not be? Yes, I'll take my financial advice from a 20 kid. You talking about me? You talking about me, Gio? I mean, I'm not being like cocky, but like I think I'm actually more educated than 90% of the YouTubers, to be honest. I'm just saying. Like, if we had to like really compare like education, but whatever. Search AMC on that page. Yeah, it's not updated yet. Wait. Can I start? I don't want to look at it. I think it's gonna pop up. No, yeah, wait 1 sec. Let me go back. Oh, yeah. So they're saying that this isn't right. So people are saying that this one isn't right and that they're gonna update it. Y'all better pray they update it. So, you know what I mean? Y'all better pray that this is updated. Not your average Corey. Where are you getting that information from? like, send me the link in Discord. That guy sent me the link in Discord. I'll pull it up if you send me the link in Discord. Yeah, I think people confuse confidence for being conceited and stuff. It's not like, I don't think I'm conceited at all, to be honest. I enjoy being wrong. What field or study? What are you talking? I don't know if you guys are talking to me, you have to at me so I know, because I don't know if y'all talking to each other, y'all raging each other. For sure, no hype for subs on here like Trader. Yeah, Trader. Let me get links. Apparently, it's at 68. Dude, everyone's saying different numbers on AMC. So like, if you're new here and you're looking at the chat and you don't know what's going on, there's no clear answer for what that short interest is on AMC at. And a great example is if you go over to Fintel, this number keeps changing. Sorry, it was started at 30%, now it's at 22%. And this is not the short interest rate. This is the ratio. This is just ratio of shorts to the market. So that's worth noting. Will Blink continue to be bullish? Blink's a solid company. It's a solid company. I don't like trading options on them though. It's I feel like the profitability is just isn't that high on it. Like it has to really move just because it's so volatile, you know. So it's hard. One of those hard ones to trade. No one's been able to find the numbers on AMC. No one's been able to find it yet. Should we hold or sell GME and AMC tomorrow? Do whatever you want. I'll tell you what I'm doing though. So I'm not touching GME for like ever unless I think it's gonna short squeeze again, which I doubt. But pushing down to like once we start, honestly, I'll probably move my entries below 450 to like $4.20, all the way down to $2.80 to 90 cents, give or take. This range up here, high possibility we can start coming down to that range, and it's from there. It's a long-term hold to a possible acquisition. And that's the long term. That's the long term play there. You're buying it $4 down to $2.90, $2.80. This is what I'm doing. This is do whatever you want. Is not financial advice. Have to say that, I guess. But all the way down there, that's what I'm doing, and I am hoping. Again, this is a hope play, but there's a high possibility I think that they get acquired by someone, and it's going to take a while for an investor to step in because they're going to want this to come down to face value, what it's really worth. They're going to want no hype in this. They're going to want the volume to die down. They're going to want to get the best price possible for what it's worth. They're going to want more investors to start backing out of the company as well. So like, let's say Wanda Group starts backing out and let's see the price starts dropping, that's going to really incentivize majority holders to, vote yes on sell. It's going to be good for them. I didn't say I was smarter. I said more educated because someone said I wasn't educated. There's a difference between smart and educated. So on paper, I think I'm more educated. I would agree on paper. That was your words. That wasn't my words. Kamra Nazari. Sorry if I butchered your name. I use E-Trade. I like E-Trade a lot. I've had a lot of positive reviews though from Thinkorswim. If you're really looking to get serious about it, E-Trade's really serious as well. But if I had to compare E-Trade to Thinkorswim, I think Thinkorswim's better. I think Thinkorswim's a better product. Weeble's nice too though. Weeble is really nice for pre-market. Like that's really, really nice. But you can get pre-market too on Thinkorswim. E-Trade's a little bit meh. Kindle's just upset. I don't know what's wrong with him. It's okay. You can I do not hate trolls in here, guys. Unless you're like saying something like racist, crazy crap, then I'll have to block you. But y'all can say whatever you want. I'm not sensitive. How do we know the number for the AMC is wrong, but the number of GM is correct? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, Big Dave. Man, this guy is like, Kendall Davis is salty. If you want me to ban him, I can kick him out, but I don't really care, to be honest. I think a majority of the people saying that it's wrong, like they're just, it's hope, you know what I mean? Like Some people put too much money in. They're like just betting it has to go up. And that's the dangerous part of playing this. Like if you were in the Discord at all, I was telling everyone like I will not touch this thing with a 10-foot pole. I did end up touching it though, like around $17 up here on the second push up. And then I sold like really quick at like 14. But I bought stock. I didn't buy any options, so it was fine. So what happened to AMC? It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It was $2 before because they were going bankrupt. I didn't say it's going down to okay. I didn't say $2. Like I said, $2.90, $2.80. I don't think I ever said it was going below that like price. And I wouldn't like suspect it goes below these analyst price targets because like they're like on the like very very bullish end of things. You know what I mean? So like they're like really overstating where they think it's gonna go. So I don't think we push down to like $2 flat or $1. Like someone has like a $1 target. So that's like worth noting. I don't think we go down that low. That's crazy. Would you buy UVXY or would you wait for a catalyst? I bought some UVXY calls. I have some. I have a lot actually, but I might have to close them out. And then I'll probably just reposition them and get some longer dated ones. Schwab does extended day trading with 25,000. Yeah, so does E-Trade. You can get a level 2 account. Tyler, can you look at MRK? Yeah, sure. MRK, I mean, it looks really bottomed out. So you're hoping this is the bottom. It looks like a strong support. It does look like a pretty Merrick. I hate COVID plays, man. These therapeutics. This looks like a good support. Do they have earnings? Oh, they posted earnings. That's not good. It's up a little bit from those bad earnings. It's not bad. When did it post earnings? Let's look on Earning Whispers. We'll use this one. I don't think this was today. I didn't see it on the list for today. No, when was the last day they... One sec, let me look for you. I'm trying to find it. Wall Street analysts have a very bullish view on Merrick. They had some good news behind them. I like Merrick, actually. Okay, yeah, so I had earnings a few days ago. So this is probably pushed down from earnings. I like it. I like where it's at. Low risk reward, like low risk compared to reward. So this is primarily how I trade, right? I'm totally like looking for low end risk with very high upside. And I think this has very high upside. Guys, also 270 people in here. Really appreciate it. I don't mind doing free content, but please, it helps out so much with the algo and stuff. You just hit that like button. It helps so much. So I do appreciate it. But yeah, Merrick, I'm looking at calls now for this. This was a great call up. This is why I do the free stuff too, because it helps so much on my end as well for finding good plays. Like honestly, you guys, that's why I do it. Like it's beneficial to me to do it. So like, why wouldn't I do it? You know, that's definitely worth it on my end to be doing this. Chance AMC gets above $10 by Friday. I don't think so, big dog. I'm sorry, man. Dude, Kendall Davis, dude, you have like some major issues, bro. You don't talk very educated either. You wouldn't pull up on me, so shut that up. Feel free to block me, bro. I don't give AF about your misspelled advice. Well, I'm not calling you if I need grammar help. Or, help finishing any of my long theses to graduate. So, good luck. You're the only YouTuber that's transparent. I wish I found you. Awesome. I'm glad you like it. Anybody know the short interest? They haven't released a short. Well, okay, so wrong, false. Someone sent me this one, and this has AMC's. They say AMC's wrong. I don't know if it's wrong or not. But they say, everyone says that GameStop is right. I guess because GameStop is high, they know it's right. Funny how that works, right? So, I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt, but I know the short volume is very low on AMC. This is right because it updated earlier. It was at 30%, went down to 25, went down to 22. So this should be right. But yeah. Advice for new traders. investors moving forward. I'm not gonna give you financial advice, but like what I recommend to like my friends and stuff, like when they come to me and asking about like stocks and stuff, like getting into options, I don't really think options are the best thing to get into first, or getting into risky stocks. I recommend like to them to find stocks they like and that provide value to like how they think the world is trending. So like right now, like for instance, with a lot of my friends, I was like, do y'all think electric vehicles are going to be a thing? Like, yeah. So I was like, so find an electric vehicle company you like look up, are they profitable? Like, what are they making? What's their trend base? Like, are they going for cheaper or more expensive, luxury or not? How's the tech? Do you think, what about charging stations? Do you think that's beneficial to the economy? Do you think that's going to be needed with the state of America since we're not going with battery swaps? Like that type of thing. Like some people like weed stocks. That's kind of sketchier. That's definitely a higher trend. But like, how do you think stay-at-home affected, businesses overall? Do you think long-term we're going to shift back to the way we work with in-person most stuff, or stay mostly on the cloud-based companies? Do you think they're worse or better? Basically like that. Like BFT is like my favorite long-term stock overall. I haven't made an update on them in a little bit, but like they're my favorite. Like fundamentally and like what they're doing in the specific sector that they're attacking. Like I love the company. Like I could sit there and talk about them, and I could just go over their fundamentals. And I could just, like, I see them being potentially, like, a Square down the road, like $120, $130 company. I know Square's higher than that, but, like, I see BFT making that run. It's at $17 right now. So, yeah, volume low on AMC because people were waiting for that short numbers. I don't think so. I mean, you can say that if you want. I mean, that's wishful thinking. But if you look at AMC, I guess all the traders have been waiting ever since this day right here, since the 27th. I guess the volume's been decreasing because they've all been waiting for the short interest numbers to be released. So that's not a good argument. But everyone's saying that. That's what like the herd is saying. So be careful. Do if you're out short. Nope, no one has the short interest yet. Hey Kendall, Kendall, you have like major issues, bro. Like I'm not like going off on you or anything, but like. And I'm transparent about my net worth too. Like I'm pretty transparent about that in my videos. I'm not super wealthy right now. I had a son when I started college as a freshman. I had to spend money on all my investment money almost on a lawyer to get my rights established for 50% custody of my son. I recently just quit working so I can do this all full time. And I'm a full-time student at UH Bauer in business school, about to wrap up my finance degree. Focus on risk management and insurance as well, so that should be done here in June. But I mean, I don't really have to do this, but whatever. And like, if you think I'm wrong, like just go look at the past. That's what I recommend to people. Like, if you think I'm like a scammer and not transparent, go look at the past videos. Go look at them, and look at the stocks I talk about today, and then watch them tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's what I recommend. And then if you really don't believe me, and you're like, man, like I think he's still lying, just come over to like the Discord and just look at what people are saying. So like I recommend that too. And then look at their profits too. Recommend that. That's a really cool thing to do too. And then go to like the chat of where they're actually talking and look at how they're making money. That's cool to do too. And then go to the free channel and then see how much money again they're making. That's really cool to do too. But yeah, so that's just stuff you could do. And you can also go look at all the trades I take, because I post all of them and I don't delete any of them. So that's cool to do too. But Kindle, yeah, I don't invest, I don't trade, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, and I'm young. But I don't know. I don't really need to. And I don't need to use my size to show that I'm bigger or stronger or better than you either. I mean, I can if you want. I can stand up and show you that I'm probably bigger than you, but I don't need to do that. Like, that's kind of like very ignorant. So, sounds like excuses. Actually, it's not. It's actually not an excuse. So guys, I'm not gonna talk about Kindle. This isn't like we're not gonna have that argument right now. But yeah, so going forward, any other stocks you want to look at? Stop kidding to Kindle. We're all here. Oh, I know. Yes, I know. Just watch out for Fender. Dude, Fender, that boy's a dog, boy. That boy Fender's a dog. Any thoughts on why we keep changing? What are you talking about, Terry? I have no idea. I have no idea why the numbers are changing. It's a good question. Hey, Tyler, any thoughts on H? Yeah, you've been going on. I've been seeing a lot of people on HCMC. It's just too ran up. I don't like it. It's too ran up. Man, this is did you get this from the Trey? From Trey? I don't know. Maybe you did. I thought someone said he was talking about this one. It's just, man, this is like very high risk. Sorry, man. I won't touch that one. Could go either way. Did the SEC post the official short interest yet? Nope. I haven't seen it yet. Gamestop, I did see. Gamestop is right here, 78.46. Apparently that's accurate from what I've heard. I don't know. We'll have to wait till tomorrow to see. Uber's a good one. At a pretty nice support right now, this 59.70 range. I do like it. It does look decent. And equities are looking good going into tomorrow. Got the Nasdaq looking primed, looking very, very strong. Yeah, so it doesn't look that bad. Can you please give your thoughts on XPEV? XPEV looks good. They had good numbers. So on the one sec. Let me look at. There's an article. One sec. One sec. Where's it at? Where's it at? I think here it is. Okay. So this isn't about NEO. This is about, well, it's kind of about NEO, but it's mainly about the sales. So this is overall sales numbers. So that's worth noting. So this is going over sales numbers. And so Tesla decreased overall. I covered this in a video. Don't know. Talk about that. Yada, yada, yada. Where's it at? Is this the wrong one? I think it's the wrong one. Dang it. Dang it. I can't find it. There's a really good report I wanted to show you guys for that. It's a really good report based on this question too. Where is it? For dude, where is it at? Oh my god. Oh my, this sucks. Anyways, their sales number, I think they're up over 300% month over month in China. So XPEV had really good sales, but the fact that NEO's going up, XPEV and Li Auto are going to follow because they're in the same market, and their sales numbers are like right behind NEO, so that's really good. So I see XPEV probably making a push to like 50.9. That's really good. Trey is 100 smarter than you. Kids butt hurt. Abby Dog, he's a decent. What do you think about Trey Trader? He sounds like a crackhead. No, okay, like I'm not gonna judge him by the way he talks and speaks and stuff. He's a fast talker for sure. Like I think yesterday in my videos I was like super monotone and like depressed. I was exhausted, but I have a set schedule and things I do, and I just had to pump out the videos either way. I was literally just exhausted. So I think sometimes people can come out to sound different. So but I think he's a good guy. From what I've heard about his lives is that he's very like unbiased on his lives too. So like I don't watch any of his lives. I don't watch any of his content to be honest. But I've had a lot of people come in here with statements from Trey based I guess on like some of his videos that they're really bullish on certain stocks. I'm just like I don't really see it. I don't really see the fundamentals. Or like, well, for instance, like the Wanda Group, them making their Class B stocks Class A, they kind of showed how that was kind of bullish, that they wanted to go for voting rights, and that doesn't really make sense overall. I don't think that makes sense. That's just like looking for something to be bullish about. I think the more optimal reason, like if we had to put two things, converting Class B to Class A for voting rights or to sell, like if we put those on a scale, I think to sell would rank higher. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right, one sec. Let me all right, guys. I'm gonna kick Kendall. I'll hide his, so he can talk. He can watch us, but he can't talk no more. Like he's just going off, man. He's going wild. Oh, it'd be good when you get. Sorry. So if anyone has any questions, sorry, I'm seeing 15.6 short. Dude, I'm seeing so many different short interest reports. What about? But like, I don't think Trey's bad. That's what I was saying. Sorry. So like, I don't think he's bad. I think we all say things that are like sometimes wrong or something. You know what I mean? Or we can say stuff to like. I mean, like his income's doing really good now from YouTube. You know what I mean? So like, being bullish on AMC to help his brand, I understand. Like I understand that like me personally, I think my brand and the way that I trade is being transparent and being like 100% honest, even if it hurts my follower subscriber count. You know what I mean? I think that's just who I am. I think it works out for me. So yeah. GRPE, I don't know anything about them. Renewable energy, super safe right now though. Love them. They look decent, but what's your long-term opinion on the future Starlink IPO? I don't know enough about them. I'd have to research the company. So people ask me about like long-term on stocks, I have to know about the company to give you a fundamental and technical outlook on them. It's like I can't give a long-term viewpoint if I don't know the fundamentals on them. You know what I mean? I can't. Trace Anansi had a couple heart attacks and now it's heart damage. Yeah, he might have issues. That's why he talks really fast. He might have high like blood. I don't know what he has. You know, I've been to say high blood pressure. I don't know. Like, so you just never know. And he's in the military and stuff. So like, you don't know. Would I go on a joint stream with him? Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, I don't care. He seems like a really nice guy too. Like, that's like the importance. Like the personality, he doesn't seem like a douche or a dickhead or anything like that. Like he seems like a nice guy, and he seems like he cares about his viewers. Like that's the important. I think a lot of people act like they care about their viewers, like the Jeremy Finance guy, but he's like a scammer, dude. He's like a huge scammer. MYD, I don't know what that is. Sounds crazy. MYDX. I can't chart that, buddy. Can't chart it. AMC squeeze coming. So let's look at AMC really quick again. I'll just, so anyone new in the chat, we'll look at AMC really quick. Overall, it looks pretty rough in my opinion, getting some sideways movement now. Typically, this will look nice flatlining like we are. It will look like we're making a bottom. I'm getting pushed above the VWAP also. That doesn't look bad. On the after hours, we're pushing to like 570, 571, so we're below the daily open. Doesn't look good in my opinion. OBV trending down. Did get the breakout of that line, but worth noting that we're probably going to get a push up into this range and get rejected. That's what I would think. Looking at the OBV doesn't look that great. Lots of resistances to test, so like the possibility of us going to 10, even $9 is low just because we're breaking through all those supports. So we're just getting new resistances here and here, and then now there's probably a new one right here. So that looks honestly really terrible as well. The short volume right here, you can see it reduced by a lot. This was around 61%, and now it's at 22%. It was at 30% when I checked originally, then it went down to 25, and then it went down to 22. So it could be lower when we wake up tomorrow. It could just keep getting worse. GME doesn't look that good as well. And then look at the short interest on GME. Actually looks pretty decent. So potentially maybe look out for another short squeeze, like a longer term down the road. Who knows? But yeah. So I don't like AMC. I don't think it looks good. Just my honest opinion. I think there's a high possibility tomorrow we see a push down to like $4.70, $4.80, give or take, maybe tomorrow. Well, that should be a red flag. You say Jeremy's a scammer. I talked to one of his reps last night. It sounds sketchy. Pharma sucks. I don't like trading pharma. It's hard to trade. There's a few strategies you can use though. One sec. Dang, man, my last video is getting no retention time right now. That's kind of funny. I'm telling you, the bearish videos get no retention. It's kind of funny. Kind of crazy, to be honest. The low amount of retention that it gets. Sundial video is doing decent. Hey Tyler, Hey Tyler, any thoughts on MVIS? Microvision, yeah. It looks good. It does look good. We're pushing below the view up, but it still looks good. Like it wants to make a push up. Definitely looks bullish. Looking at it though, how do I say this? You're playing it for a buyout. You're playing for an acquisition because they are vocally saying they want an acquisition. They want to sell the company. They're playing for that. If that happens, it will skyrocket. So that's it. Not only is it going up, could it be priced in that they're already kind of pricing in the sale of it? Possible, 100% possible. But yeah, I think it would still go up, maybe like $20. Low key, kind of target there. AMC short interest hasn't been released yet. At least I don't think it has. I'll keep looking, but AMC, yeah, it says 38% possible. It would make sense if it was 38% though, like mathematically, like comparing GameStop to AMC, those numbers would add up. That would make sense that it was that low. AMC, I know, right? Pre-sale passwords, I know, the struggle. Keep giving your true opinion, ignore the analytics on your videos. You will keep true subscribers. I hope so. They're supposed to make lasers for Facebook, or some rumor has it. So they possibly could, but like I'm just saying, like long term, they're trying to sell the company. That's what they're trying to do. You want to print that herpes, that MS, that COVID, that cancer. What do you think about BNT? That's actually that's a great sentence right there. That's a great sentence. I wish I could. There's an SSR for AMC tomorrow, right? There was an SSR today for AMC, but it didn't matter. It kept going down. So, DraftKings, I think it's going down. I think it's a super overpriced, overvalued company at this moment. I think that the Super Bowl is over with, has it being bearish as well. The only thing that's bullish for it is that the Nasdaq is looking really good going into tomorrow. Tyler, what do you think about SOS calls? I don't even know what SOS is. It's too high. I don't like it. I hate trading stocks there this high. Can I look at FTOC? Sure. If you have any stocks you want me to look at, post them in the chat. Maybe I'll look at them. Looks pretty good. Bounced on the weekly. Looks strong. Trying to get back above the VWAP. Momentum looks pretty decent as well. Let's look at the OBV. OBV looks very good as well. Looks this, that's three positives. You can see the pennant formed. Got a lower low there, but broke back up. Looks pretty good. Looks like it wants to get some more upside. This looks good. A VTOC. I don't know what they do. It's a SPAC. Be careful with your SPACs. American Air. Whoa, that was a mistake. I don't know how I even looked at that. Oh man, that looks good. That's a play right there. That's a good one. I think American Airlines looks stout. So I shouldn't point out. MGM was a play I was looking at a while back. I had it marked, I think, on a live. We got to break out. We got to break down because the market was so bearish at the time. But man, this was a good buy. It went up massive. Doge. SOS is a crypto miner. Oh, be careful. Crypto is a dangerous game, baby. It's a dangerous game. Lululemon. Lulu doesn't look bad. Looks pretty good. Hi Tyler. What will be the best time to buy some put options on BTC? Maybe March or April. By the way, I like your videos. Just got 2,000 shares of Sundial. If you just bought them today, that's a risky call. But puts on BTC, that's scary. Yeah, that's really scary. I think we hit 50K pretty soon though. So like I would probably see a retracement from 52K. Not financial advice, just if I had to guess. So we have official numbers for AMC already. Some guys were saying 81, some were saying 38, some were saying 15. Yeah, I don't know, but if you go to finra.com, pretty reputable website actually. Looks good. Everyone's saying that GME is accurate, but they're saying that Sundial, not Sundial, AMC is not. Let's look at Sundial really quick. Oh, that looks terrible. Is that new? There's no way that's new. That looks terrible. Oof, I hope that's not new. I hope that's not right. Yeah, so they're saying that those are right. I don't know. Is there any marijuana stocks that you can get into right now that are profitable? Okay, so obviously you have not looked at the videos, but you're welcome. So High Tide is the best of the best of the best of these plays. Right here is where I got in. I made a video the day after I got in. We saw a massive push up to like 53 cents, came back down, so you had opportunity to get in where I got in. And then we are seeing a massive run up. We got in at 38, 39 cents, give or take. 30, we'll say 39. We'll be generous, be on the downside. And now we're at roughly 80 cents. So we've doubled our money overall so far in the stock, and I think it's going to keep pushing up. I love the company. Recommend doing a little due diligence. You can look at my video. I go into what they do. They're an awesome company, huge upside. Tyler, any news on the FINRA AMC short interest? I don't know. I don't know. It hasn't changed. AMC is still the same. 38%. There's no change. So I feel like that's right. I feel like that's the right number. It makes sense. And GME dumped from 120 something to what is it? What was it at? From 121 to 78%, dropped about 50%, give or take. AMC drops 30% or 40%, give or take. That would make sense. What's your strategy when exiting positions? Did it hit my target? I have pretty much targets every time I get into a trade, unless I'm just so bullish on a company that I just get in. Like the other day, I was so bullish on it, I just bought it. And I just looked for the next resistance, and I was like, I'll just get out of here. Market's little. Stock price wasn't even that high on the 27th of what for AMC. What was it at? What was it? The 27th? Yeah, it was. Stock price was pretty high on the 27th. Yep, stock price was sky high. Riot long term. You're a little late to the party on Riot, so be careful there. Try refreshing AMC page. It might be bugged out. I don't think it's bugged out. Maybe. No, it's not. But people are getting different numbers, like Orbitix or something has a different number, so that's like worth noting. I'm going into tomorrow. American Airlines does look decent. I'm not gonna lie, the chart looks really good. Airlines are kind of a scarier play though, you know. But we're getting some consolidation going sideways. How does that look? Oh, that looks good too. Getting some upward break on the OBV. It looks pretty good. I like it right here. I might play it. I was bullish on Mar and Tyler, please check Momo. Oh, Momo, good dude. Who is that? Who is that? Good Mike Gerdes. Good pickup. Yeah, good one. Good one. Good one. This was a good one. So if you don't know what Momo is, they are basically it's like a Chinese Tinder, I think, right? I'm pretty sure. So what Momo is like a Chinese Tinder, and they sell their data. So the theory is how are people most, and this is the data like theory behind it, how it's so valuable. So people, the question behind them and like a lot of their statements is, when you're selling data, where are people truly themselves, or I guess who they want to be, I guess, is on dating apps, right? So that's a theory that your data on there and your conversations are ultimately what you want to be like, or something like that. It's really weird, but they sell that data, and the data sells pretty good. So Momo is like a Chinese Tinder app, so it's worth noting. I thought they were Tinder and they own Tinder, but they don't. I don't think they do. So they're pretty cool. They're worth a lot though, and it's at a high point. My friend told me about them like 2 days ago. So they're a cool company. Hey Tyler, new to your channel and loving it already. I jumped into OCGN, whoops, and CCIV a couple of weeks back. What are your thoughts on each? CCIV is pretty high. OCGN is obviously just seeing this massive pump up. It looks like it's getting a pin, like it wants to make another leg up. I wouldn't touch though. I would not touch this. CCIV looks really good as well. It's worrisome with CCIV because there's always the potential this just dumps. You know what I mean? Like if they come out and say, guys, we're not merging with CCIV, Lucid's going to stay with the Saudi investors only. So a really important thing that people don't know about the Lucid, and I keep saying this because I think really people don't understand what I'm saying when I'm saying this. Lucid does not own a majority of the company. The founders of Lucid own less than 40% of the company. The Saudi investors that back them own 64 or 65% of the company. I'm going to repeat that. The Saudi investment banks own 64 to 65% of Lucid Motors, right? So if they go with the SPAC deal, this is what doesn't make sense to me. They have enough backing from the Saudi investors that they're already building these factories. They already have the due dates for their vehicles. I don't understand why they would go the SPAC route. That's beyond my understanding. Doesn't really make sense to me from a financial point. That's why I don't love CCIV. It's a cool stock to trade based on technicals because it respects them so much. But losing more equity for a SPAC deal, I don't see it. I don't see it. So, but yeah. But it looks good like for another breakout, to be honest. Looks like it wants to keep running. Would you buy Momo tomorrow or possibly get a profit? I would be careful. It's at such a high price. I don't like to buy her. What was the short interest reporting? So this is what I have available. This is what I'm seeing. GameStop, I think everyone has a consensus. This is true. Short interest is at 70%. It dropped from 121 to 78%. So it's still decent. It's a big drop. Probably gonna see a drop in the stock price. Makes sense. Look at AMC. It's showing 38%. They're saying this number is wrong. I don't know how true this is. But what we do know is that the short ratio, the total number of shorts on this stock, are 22%, which is very low. This was 60% yesterday. Worth noting. And then when I posted my video, it was at 30%, and they updated it again down to 22%. So everyone's like, your numbers are wrong. Your numbers are wrong. I mean, whatever. They're more bearish. It's more bearish now than it was earlier. And people were thinking that these numbers make it more bullish. So that doesn't really make sense at all. But whatever. Cool. I bet my positions, it's higher than 31%. Look, I'm just saying, and you guys can take this. You can do whatever you want with it. But I'm telling you right now, I don't care if these numbers are manipulated or not. Whatever they release, if they're bad numbers, if they're manipulated, if they're bad, tomorrow it's going to be terrible. If their numbers they release are bad, I don't care if they're wrong. I don't care if they're falsified. It will be bad for the stock. And if you don't agree with me, I don't know what to tell you. That's what I think. People are seeing all types of numbers, Terry. Someone said 81, someone said 15, someone said 38, someone said 70. I don't know. So I'm not gonna give it an opinion. I'm not familiar with ASTI. You have to tell me something about their company. Hit that like so we keep getting more info. Namaste. Thoughts on TLSS, Cougar acquisitions? I don't know about them. But they're buying. I link a snippet if you could. I tweeted a snippet out. I'm not sure if Tyler wants me to send a link. You can send a link here. I don't care. I don't think it'll let you post it though. Check Discord. I'm gonna look at my phone because I don't want you guys sending me porn. I'm get my channel banned. Do you have a 2-week trial to see if we like? Nope. Sorry. People be asking if there's trials for the Discord. I don't have a trial. Finra. Oh, cool. Who posted that? That's weird. So, that's terrible. Rock Boys. Oh my gosh. So, Rock Boys just sent me. People aren't going to like that. Why is yours different than mine? Are we looking at something different? So I'll pull it up. In the Discord, Rock Boys in the chat just sent this. Free. I don't know if you can see, but the short interest right there shows 15.7. That's terrible. Dude, that is bad. If that's true, I don't know how true that is. But that is not good. That thing will dump. That'll dump bad. That'll dump. You're right about the numbers, if they are manipulating or not. If the numbers are bad, the stock will drop. Yeah, so I think people are missing the point there. Yeah, like, it doesn't matter, right or wrong. It's what's going to happen. Uh, 78% on GME. Brandon Major, you're just showing 15% also? Man, what do you think about my big balls? Impressive. AMC has been heavily shorted this past week. Hold and forget a couple weeks. It's a dangerous move. I got 15.7 sometimes, but it changes back after refreshing. Rail thoughts, movie production to Mexico. Could be interesting. I don't know. Rail. I don't know. Can we get to that 100 likes over at 98? It's bothering me. I don't think it's gonna go to 10 to 15. I think if they get like acquired by a company, it get pushed up to like 8 to 9 long term maybe. It's reliable, kinda. 38.12. Yeah, I don't know. It's rough. I'm curious if this is gonna maintain going into tomorrow. I'm really curious if we're gonna come down to start the day. That'd be awesome if we came down. I'd be so happy. Will markets keep going higher given the money press? Yeah, I know they're at all-time high, so I'm looking right now. No, so they're not moving because of money press. I think they're moving because of the short interest of the market. So it's showing that shorts on the market were down 6% almost. Like it's like 5.7, 5.6. So that's just showing that the market's bullish, or most investors are bullish instead of bearish on the market. So that's why. So can we confidently say AMC is over with in terms of the short squeeze happening? I think it's over. My opinion. That's all I can say. You do. Oh, thank you for the 100 likes, guys. Appreciate. Oh, 109. Whoa, 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 whoa. God bless. God bless. Some insider for Tesla said that the rumors were actually fake and that there isn't a purchase of Bitcoin on behalf of Tesla. Do you think that's true, and how does that affect Bitcoin? That'd be pretty bad. That'd be pretty terrible. I think Elon would have came out and said if it was false, though. I would think. What do you think of Dogcoin? I made a video on it, and it did exactly kind of what we expected on the video. So go watch the video. But long term, don't like it. Probably gonna come and drop. So go watch that video. Like, you guys ask about stocks, but I typically post them like way in advance, and then you guys ask me here later. If it's over, then how come you still clout chase? I don't clout chase. First of all, that's definitely not true. Fact checker junior. I'd love to meet fact checker senior, but I definitely don't clout chase. Cannabis stocks were moving today. Do you think they'll continue moving tomorrow? Most likely, if the Nasdaq stays up. Most of them are in the Nasdaq, so I do believe they probably do keep moving up. Should I sell CZTV? I'm up at 22. Totally up to you, man. Crazy all sundial blue. I know, it's crazy the run it's on. On my computer, AMC shows 15%, but on my phone it shows 30. It might have updated from 15 to 30. I don't know. It's showing from 38 for me as well. The odd is formerly known as Tyler's Dirt. No one knows cannabis is also good to smoke too. Can you take a look at Rail? I can look at it. Yeah, the company said it's cool to move to Mexico. I don't love the chart. I hate when it's all gappy like this. Looks pretty bullish. I like it. I like the chart. I think it looks good. I think it looks really good, to be honest. I think it has high possibility to run to like 535. Doesn't look bad. Do you like Cardano for long term? I don't. Thoughts on BlackBerry? Oof. It doesn't look bad. 4 hour does not look bad. Looks, yeah, some upside. Okay. Man. I don't think there's massive room for it to go up. I mean, there's a possibility we come up and retest 13.8. And if we break and hold that, there's a high possibility we come and test 14.6. Don't love it, though. Wouldn't touch it. Clear cash if it's still showing 38. Thoughts on sundial. Thoughts on MicroStrategy, when to sell. Send me the ticker. I'm not going to look that up. In Canada, it shows 66 for AMC. I do no idea what's going on with all that. Open a new browser and go to your site. 38%. Awesome, thank you. I bought in at 300 for MSTR. Don't look at that. Thoughts on FTFT? Don't know what that is. Look at MFA. I think there will be an upward trend soon. Thoughts? I'll look later. I don't really care. Look at it. Sold AMC. It's not good for my health. That's a good reason to drop it. Bitcoin dipping under 46 again. It doesn't really matter. So, okay. Bitcoin tends to follow indexes as well. If indexes open up strong, so if they maintain this 13.75 range going into tomorrow, high possibility Bitcoin gets the momentum to push to like 49 to 50K. My thoughts. If Bitcoin holds this 46 range going into the weekend, high possibility we push 49, 50K as well. So, yeah. Excuse me. What would be a good stock to recover losses from AMC? 3K in losses. Tough loss, man. I'm sorry. You can get into the Discord. I do post some free trades every once in a while, so I mean I'll post them there. But you can watch out for the videos. Yesterday I told you everyone that NEO was a hot trade. It looked really good. Going into today, we can look at NEO's chart. We can look at exactly what happened. I do some live trades in the morning also, so like you kind of get my overall thoughts too on the market and stuff. So I made the video on NEO yesterday. I said how much I loved it. We literally got a push up yesterday, trended sideways. We opened up today, pushed down to like 58.5, a little bit lower. Great time to enter, and we pushed up to 62, 69, 62.9. On options, we made 60% increase in price. You can go look at how much we made. Go to Tyler's alerts. Where did I get in on NEO? I don't delete anything, so you can see them all. So we got in on a $60 strike for February 19th for $240 each. If you don't have an options trade, multiply that by 100. So they were worth $240 each. And then we sold for, oh, I said selling NEO now. Oh, $3.20. So we made a pretty nice little profit on that for NEO. That wasn't 60% rough. That bad math of mine. Whoops. But still really good. And then Fubo also. Fubo was a really good trade too. Buying puts on Fubo. I just told everyone I sold Fubo. Everyone actually heard me. I was screaming in the chat to sell Fubo, so it's worth mentioning. But yeah. And then also the other trader in the group, he does really well too. But his are really, really short term, so you got to really be paying attention there. Is AMC a buy right now? I'm not buying. DM? You want to DM me? Sure. You can DM me. Since it's stair stepping, what is a good buy? I'm not touching it. No way. Organogram pop. Let me know. And is high tide a buy? High tide's at a. I mean, it looks like it's gonna push all time highs. You gotta look for these stocks. You gotta look for these stocks. Like you gotta look for when I'm posting videos. You know what I mean? Like you gotta watch. I'm sorry, but like that's how it works. If I'm posting free content, you gotta watch the free content. You know, some of it's hype, some of it's not. If you really want to just tune out the hype, then just don't watch the hype stocks. Like I'm doing a daily video on AMC every single day. That's one thing I have to do. It helps me grow. And then I'm at least posting another video on something else that looks pretty promising. Yesterday was NEO. The day before that it was MP. The day before that it was NMGRF, which all those are pretty nice little plays. Desktop Metal, I'm not a fan. Oh, Desktop Metal. I was joking about the DM thing, but yeah, I forgot about Desktop Metal. It's seeing a massive run up. My friend was telling me about them when they were moving sideways, consolidating. I just didn't like them. Oh, it's getting a little downward push. Ooh. I would look right here to like 27, like 8.9, 27 to like 28.2. This range right here. It could come down lower, but I don't think so. Or maybe it tops down here at like 29. We'll see. I don't know how it's moving. Please do a vid on Fubo. I called this one out yesterday. I broke resistance at 44 line and then shot up to 48 today. It's up after hours and would love an analysis from you or anyone reading this. Okay, so I can give you an analysis of reading this now. So if you watched last night or you watched today, I know for today I talked about it for sure, but last night I think I talked about it too. Very bearish on the stock. Let's discuss why. So we've seen a massive run back up from these lows, which we had puts on this going down. We've made a lot of money there. And then I bought puts yesterday. I bought puts yesterday before close at this range right here, this red line, the monthly open. We got pushed below it. I'm very bearish on Fubo, DraftKings, and Penn Gambling. DraftKings, I'm heavily have puts on. The problem, though, that is worrisome with the puts on DraftKings is that I forgot Kathy Wood bought some ARK. So she bought ARK. ARK bought DraftKings a while back. So that is kind of tough. So I don't know if the stock's going to go too far down. And I didn't think about that when I bought. But we're up pretty nice. We got some puts around 60, like 63 flat, 63.2. So we're looking good still, but could be better. Why am I bearish on them? Just fundamental standpoint, I think they're two run up. The charts don't look good either. The DraftKings chart looks terrible. It's a bear flag on a higher time frame. You can see, and OBV breaking down also. It looks terrible. I hate it. I think it looks awful. I posted a video today on Sundial with the price target, so you can go watch the video. I think $2, pretty optimal though. GME short interest, I've already went over this a few times, but GME short interest is 78%. Yep, you could round that down. What is ARK? ARK is basically just Kathy Wood's investment ETF. Any thoughts on Gamble, GMBL? I don't know. What is that? Esports, interesting. Like it's a long-term play in my opinion, betting on esports. But yeah, there's room for it for sure. There's room. Organon room, high tide pop. I've been in high tide. There's nothing really to talk about. It's long-term play. Keep buying it. Do you like buying puts over shorting? I'm an options trader, so yes, typically yeah. I'm never really like putting a long-term play on shorting a company. Oh no, you're good, Mackenzie Miz. You're good. You're good. I was just saying, but yeah. There's more details basically. You can go watch that video if you want like an in detail answer to that. It's a good price. Tell you to get in high tide. It's hard to say now. It's so ran up. I mean, it's doubled in price since we got in, so I can't like give you an answer or even tell you anything there. Pardon, believes AMC will recover. AMC, American Hollywood needs to movie theaters. I don't see them bankrupt. I don't see them bankrupt, but I don't see them being profitable. I've talked about too much about how I believe the movie theater industry is completely ruined compared to what it used to be. So I don't want to spend too much time on that. Uvxy, I'm bullish on the Uvxy. I have a lot of calls. This is an all-time low, well, a yearly low on the Uvxy. So I bought it up. I have puts on AMC. I have nothing on AMC. I've been fully transparent on my positions on AMC. Imagine options like insurance. That's a great way to imagine how to price options, the premiums at least. It's a fabulous way to describe it. Check DDDD. What is that? 3D printing over. I think the 3D printing industry is so high competitive. I think it's ready for a retrace 100%. Do I have any videos on how to hit options? No, but I always recommend going to look at his name's In the Money, kind of nerdy looking white dude with blonde hair. He has really good videos teaching people how to do it. I don't think teaching, or maybe I just don't like doing it. I don't think that's my strong suit. I could probably get like a lot of views if I made one of those videos, but I hate it. Like I don't like it. Big Dave, I don't know. It's a good question. Do you have a thesis on why GME will go down? I made it. I think I made the thesis in the video, the updated video. But basically, I think their business model right now is terrible. I think their short squeeze is over with. They're fundamentally just bad. Like, you know what I mean? Fundamentally as a business, like, they're a dying company, in my opinion. They have a long, and I know they brought in the people from Chewy to shift to an e-commerce brand, but that's not like, they haven't made any like forward progress towards that really. It's gonna take a long time to shift their whole business model. That's another key point to realize as well. If any company you see switch their business model completely, it's a period of unprofitability because you spend so much money shifting your whole business. So yeah, I think he's bald. It's possible. Thanks for your time. No worries, no worries. Bro, can you please explain Uvxy League 2017? It was in the millions. It's the VIX. The better way to look at the UVXY is just type in VIX, the volatility index. Basically, it goes up whenever the SPY goes down. So it's the easiest way to describe it. His name is the Money. I can pull up his YouTube, I think. Yeah. He does a really good job explaining this guy. He doesn't post trades or anything like that, but yeah, so that's him. Can you check Gamestop tomorrow? I'm probably about to hop off. I'm getting pretty tired. Kind of want to eat something again. But like eating, I've been trying to eat a lot before I go to bed. Help me sleep a lot. Gamestop is like that bad. It was bearish on the after hours, going down. I think it looks worse than AMC, to be honest. Oh yeah, OBV looks terrible. OBV on both of them look terrible. I don't like it. I think we come down like 42 maybe tomorrow, $42 range. Adam or the Money does have some of the best educational content. Some of them are long. Yeah, his video explaining options is like an hour long, but you will learn options from that video. I promise. It is solid. It's what I recommend. I mean, like honestly, like if I'm recommending someone else's YouTube page, like, you know what I mean, like basically taking money out of my own pocket. Can you quickly describe the OBV indicator and the orange, green, purple lines? So it's red, first of all, not orange. You can change them if you want, but so I used to have a Patreon, but I got rid of it just because basically what happened, just so you guys can know the history of why I'm in the group that I'm in, and it's so expensive. So people are like, why is it $100, yada yada. So one, my group before was $10 a month, but I didn't really want to, like, I hated maintaining it, I hated watching it. Honestly, if I started it now, I'd probably have over 300 to 400 members, so that'd be really cool. But I just don't want to do that right now. I might do it in the future. I don't know. I probably will take a poll to see what people think about that. But joining this group, I knew that I could go full time into doing it, into trading stocks and just doing this YouTube full time for a living. If I joined this group, so that's why I did. So that's why I'm in the situation I'm in right now. And I know the guys and trust them. Actually, one of the guys lives super close to me. Lives like 20 minutes down the road. So yeah, have a good one. I'll probably be live in the morning. But yeah, so. But what these lines are, I provide them in the group whenever you're in, but I don't think anyone does any charting now. So. This red line is the monthly open, purple is the daily open, green is the weekly open. It's just a script that shows them, and they are pretty big, respectable trend lines at all times. You'll notice that when you're trading. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm probably about to hop off. I'm getting pretty tired. Any other questions? You want to ask any questions before I hop off? Shoot your last questions. No questions? All right, I'm going to hop off, guys. I'll be live around 8:30 maybe after, I don't know. Yep, Marcus, I agree. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Have a good one. More trades incoming. Where did you draw support lines? Hours and hours of trading. Do you think IDEX 6550 is a possibility? DBX Dropbox. You've been asking a few times. I'll tell you. I drew this earlier. All right. Looks pretty terrible. I think it's going to come down. This is a big support. So 24 flat's a big support. So I don't see it breaking there. I'm not going to look at any more stocks. Catch me in the morning. I'll look at some more stocks, guys. Have a good one.